I'm Savvy, local librarian and noted mad scientist, and this is Frank, and we're bringing you Storytime online, just in time for Halloween. For our first song, I'll have to teach you a sign language sign. This is how you make the sign for pumpkin. You're going to take your middle finger and loop it with your thumb, and you're going to flick your hand, and this means pumpkin. So we have a pumpkin, pumpkin on the ground. How'd you get so big and round? Once you were a seed so small, now you are a great big ball. Pumpkin, pumpkin on the ground. How'd you get so big and round? Great job, everybody. We're going to do that one more time. We have a pumpkin, pumpkin on the ground. How'd you get so big and round? Once you were a seed so small, now you are a great big ball. Pumpkin, pumpkin on the ground. How'd you get so big and round? Wonderful job, everybody. For our first book, we are going to be reading Samurai Scarecrow. And this book is by Reuben Pink.
What was that old scarecrow rhyme? Kashi asked her brother.
At night, when the moon is full, Samurai Scarecrow wakes to sing a creepy lullaby. Show me the birds no longer afraid, the feathered fools who won't flee. Find me the birds who think I'm decayed. I'll teach them to be scared of me.
Aren't you being a bird for Halloween? Kashi asked.
Yeah, but I'm not afraid, said Yukio. But let's run before it wakes up. Kashi wanted to be a ninja too. She couldn't wait to start Ninja Garden.
What's your favorite ninja weapon? Have you ever met a samurai? How far can you throw a ninja star?
She asked a lot of questions, and Yukio needed a break. Everywhere Yukio went, Kashi followed. When Yukio carved a pumpkin, Kashi carved a similar one. When Yukio mapped his Halloween route, Kashi mapped the same route. It was starting to get on Yukio's nerves. At night, Yukio's friends came over dressed for Halloween. Kashi was excited to show Yukio her costume.
I'm a ninja bird too, Kashi said. Caw, caw, kee-ya!
Yukio's friends laughed at their matching costumes. Yukio's feathers were ruffled. He was tired of Kashi copying him.
Let's go trick-or-treating, Yuki.
He couldn't take it anymore. You're not a real ninja, and you never will be. Ouch. Too far, dude. That be harsh, Yukio. There she goes. Yukio tried to apologize, but for the first time, Kashi didn't want to be with him. Into the night went Yukio and his friends. Ninjas trick-or-treated all across the land, from Ninja Village to the farm district, past the Whispering Woods to where they filled their buckets in Big Town. With buckets full, ninjas headed for home. Crack! Ninjas heard a noise. Maybe it's a ghost, or a zombie seeking brains, or a hungry werewolf. But it was much worse. Yukio looked up and saw Samurai Scarecrow. Ninjas ran for their lives. Show me the birds no longer afraid, the feathered fools who won't flee. Find me the birds who think I'm decayed. I'll teach them to be scared of me. Wait! I'm not a bird. I'm just a little boy. Then give me those pumpkins, little boy.
Here, take mine. I want both pumpkins. No, this one is for Kashi. The Scarecrow moved closer. A shadowy hand reached out, creeping closer and closer. Boop! Yukio! Kashi? Trick or treat, Yuki. My sister is the Scarecrow? That is so ninja. Yukio wanted to be a scarecrow too. He couldn't wait for next Halloween. Does the pumpkin sit on top of your head? Did you use stilts for legs? How did you make your voice so creepy? He asked a lot of questions, but Kashi didn't mind. The end.
You can check this book out and our next book here at the library. Before we get started with our next book, I'd like to teach you another song. This one is a lot like a song that you probably know. Do you know the song, Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes? Well, this one is just for little monsters. And I'm gonna teach it to you. It goes like this. Horns and fangs and knees and claws, knees and claws, knees and claws, horns and fangs and knees and claws, eyes, ears, tails, and paws. Should we do it again? I think so. We'll start from our horns, all right? Horns and fangs and knees and claws, knees and claws, knees and claws, horns and fangs and knees and claws, eyes, ears, tails, and paws. Great job, everybody. Now it's time for our next book. Our next book is a rootin' tootin' good time. This is the tale of the Halloween Kid, and it's by Rode Montijo. Halloween is usually a time for good old-fashioned dressing up and getting some sweet eats. But sometimes there are more tricks than treats, like the time the toilet paper mummies rolled into town. When trouble like this happened, folks would call on the Halloween Kid. Yee Halloween! You see, the Halloween Kid loved him some Halloween, and he would wrangle those who tried to ruin it. He'd swoop down on his trusty steed and sweep up creeps. That's a wrap, you TP tossin' terrors. Nobody knew who the Halloween Kid was or where he came from. All they knew was that he wasn't afraid of nothing. He wrestled pumpkin-sucking vampires, you Halloween-hating varmints. He tickled leaf-pile ghosts till they surrendered. Say, Uncle, you heap-haunting hooligan. And some say he even took down the great Miami werewolf. Just one more step, you woolly williker. Ooh, that Halloween Kid was good. Darn tootin'. In fact, he done did such a good job at wrangling Halloween hoodlums that Halloween was just dandy for years. That is, until the year the goody goblins showed up running loose and stealing sweets like there was no tomorrow. Some folks locked their doors and kept their little youngins inside. And some folks started handing out things that wasn't even candy. It was horrible, but it got worse. Folks started talking about canceling Halloween for good. Hearing the bad news done did it for the Halloween Kid. He showed up lickety-split. Go on, get you no good goody goblin goblins. Them goody goblins got scattered quick like, and the Halloween Kid only caught one of them.
Being gone so long had made his wrangling a bit rusty. He didn't give up though, because he had tracking skills. The Halloween kid found gooey goody goblin tracks and followed them to a cave out in the woods. He went inside. Then something happened that had never happened before. The Halloween kid was ambushed. Luckily, his horse got away and hightailed it back to town. "Look, it's the Halloween kid's horse," said one of the trick-or-treaters. "Where's the Halloween kid?" asked another. "What is it, boy? Is there some kind of trouble?" "This is horrible. What are we going to do?" "We have to go help him," said another. "But I'm scared." "Me too. But the Halloween kid always helped us when there was trouble. And now he's in trouble." "You're right. Let's go." When they got there, they found them goody goblins dogpiled on top of the Halloween kid. Suddenly, the goblins stopped. Was that candy they smelled? Them goody goblins couldn't resist. The Halloween kid hopped up in a hurry and leaped on his horse. Then them goody goblins got to running. "You ain't getting away this time, you candy crooks." That's when he let his lasso fly and nabbed every last one of them. Everyone cheered. "How can we ever thank you?" they asked the Halloween kid. "Thank me? I couldn't have roped them rascals without your help, partners. Y'all showed up when you did, made all the difference. Them goody goblins never stood a chance. Y'all keep trick-or-treating now, you hear?" And with a wink, he rode away into the moonlit sky. Ye Halloween! The end. Well, that was a great story. It's almost time for us to wrap up our story time. Before we finish, I've got one last song for you. For this song, we are going to pretend that we are wonderfully wicked witches. Are you ready? So I want you to get your hands ready because we're going to use some hand movements in this. And we start like this. Zoom, 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 climb onto my broom. Zoom, 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 climb onto my room. If you want to fly tonight to give a spook and give a fright, zoom, 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 climb onto my broom in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom! Should we try that one more time? I think so too. We're gonna start with zoom, 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 climb onto my broom. Zoom, 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 climb onto my broom. If you want to fly tonight to give a spook and give a fright, then zoom, 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 climb onto my broom in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom! Thank you so much for joining us for Halloween Storytime Online. This has been Mad Scientist Savvy, and I hope you have a happy Halloween.